Long ago, in many towns and villages across Brazil, a fear began to spread that would mark entire generations of children, the fear of the Papa-Figo. The story of this creature, shrouded in mystery, was born from the mix of popular imagination and the harsh reality of old times, when medicine was scarce and many incurable diseases devastated entire families. The Papa-Figo, according to legend, was a strange man, sickly, with pale skin and a weakened body. Some said he suffered from leprosy. Others claimed he was the victim of a mysterious illness that consumed him from the inside out. But the most terrifying detail was the belief that he needed to feed on the livers of children to survive. That is why he was called Papa-Figo, the liver eater. Mothers used the story as a way to frighten their children, warning them not to wander alone through the streets, nor accept gifts from strangers. The image of the Papa-Figo became even more frightening when people said he did not act alone. Instead, he relied on the help of a mysterious old woman, often described as a witch, who would offer sweets, toys, or fruit to lure unsuspecting children. The old woman, with her piercing eyes and soft voice, convinced little ones to follow her to a secluded place where the Papa-Figo waited, eager to satisfy his macabre hunger. Over time, the image of the Papa-Figo changed. Some accounts described him as a wealthy man, deformed by disease, who hired henchmen to kidnap children and bring him fresh livers. Others said he lived hidden away in dark shacks, appearing only at night, wearing large clothes to conceal his diseased body. In every version, however, the outcome was the same. The child never returned, becoming food to sustain the miserable life of that cursed being. Many believe the legend arose as a reflection of cruel reality. In past centuries, there were indeed men with leprosy or syphilis, illnesses that left visible marks and carried heavy social stigma. Since the unknown always sparks fear, such patients were seen as monsters, dangerous creatures. Popular belief reshaped these figures, turning them into supernatural beings. Thus, real disease mixed with collective imagination, and the figure of the Papa-Figo was born as an object of terror. Stories spread by word of mouth, from generation to generation, and no child remained calm upon hearing the name of the Papa-Figo. Often, it was enough for an adult to say, "Watch out, the Papa-Figo will get you," for the child to obey immediately. It was a fear tactic used to teach obedience, impose limits, and keep children away from the real dangers of the streets. After all, in times of violence and little security, the terror of imagination was an ally for parents. As years went by, the legend took on new forms. In some places, the Papa-Figo was described as a beggar wandering through the towns, ragged, asking for alms, but always watching over distracted children. In others, he was said to live in abandoned mansions, hidden behind broken windows, watching whoever came close. Some swore he appeared at markets and fairs, disguised among the crowd with a large hat hiding his face, waiting for the perfect opportunity to take away a lonely child. With each version, the Papa-Figo became more real to those who listened, and the line between truth and myth grew thinner. There were even those who swore they had seen him or escaped his grasp, which only fueled popular fear. Reports ranged from children being chased by strangers to rumors of mysterious disappearances that, inevitably, were attributed to the insatiable hunger of the Papa-Figo. Deep down, the legend reflects the collective imagination, born from the need to explain the inexplicable, to give form to the fear of death and disease. The Papa-Figo symbolizes the unknown, the danger lurking for the careless, and the threat hidden in society's shadows. He is both an invented monster and a metaphor for the evils no one understood. And even today, when medicine has advanced and much of what was once a mystery now has an explanation, the legend of the Papa-Figo still survives. In some regions, it is still told to scare little ones as part of the living folklore that endures through time. The fear is no longer as strong as before, but the name still carries a chill. After all, who hasn't heard, in childhood, the warning, if you don't behave, the Papa-Figo will come for you? Thus, the figure of the Papa-Figo remains not only as a ghost of the past, but as a reminder of how the Brazilian people create and recreate stories, blending reality and imagination to give meaning to life and teach lessons through fear. He lives on in the collective memory, haunting the imagination of those who grew up hearing his tale, a distant echo of nights when children pulled the covers over their heads, swearing they would never go out alone again, afraid that, at the darkest corner, he would be there, lurking, ready to satisfy his hunger for innocent livers.